Alright gamers, welcome back to another video. I just want to take a moment to appreciate every single one of you guys, because thanks to you guys, I have gotten access to the PTR server and I have been recognized as like a somewhat decent content creator. So first of all, before anything, I just want to thank every single one of you for watching my videos, for subscribing, for anything. I appreciate you guys so much. And yeah, with that, let us get into the patch, because I have the ability to see the new patch early on. So yeah, let's go do this. Okay, so first things first is I will test Embla in a later video. I have only gotten this account like recently, so I don't have anything leveled up yet, and Embla seems to be a character that requires her team as well. She's not a solo carry, so I need to be leveling up some other people first before I can test her out. Embla video to follow, but we will check out everything else that this patch has to offer us, starting with the event. But okay, I won't be able to check out the event right now because yeah, I need to level up my espers. But the one thing that I will say is Parmi is free, and she's free at R6. Oh my god, this is great. So everyone was excited for R6 because holy cow, you'll be able to sleep an unresistible sleep. That's insane, right? And it seems as though you will be able to complete this pretty easily. You'll be able to get her at R6. So there are going to be daily missions that you probably have to do every single day, or else you might miss out on it. I'll test it out. And then there are the phase missions. So, you know, complete this, complete that, complete blah. And if you do that, you'll get enough of these dream shards in order to be able to get Parmi. And redeemable 7 times means you can get her at R6. You can get a free, completely R6 Esper. Parmi's insane. This is insanely awesome, and I am very excited for this. And then yeah, they combined, usually there's a phase 1 and a phase 2 shop. They just combined it and then they just locked the other things behind. So that's pretty good. Lots of records here, just the usual event stuff, which is pretty good. Next up is the Scent of Spring thing, which is in the patch notes. Unfortunately, I don't have access to that just yet. Don't mind the rewind event. This is the rewind event that the new account gets, so there's no rewind event confirmed, which is pretty sad. But the Scent of Spring event, I do not have access to that yet. I think I'll get that in a few days to follow like the timeline of the actual official server accounts. So no Scent of Spring yet, but what I will say is, all right, I got lots of espers. Thank you guys so much. I get to test so many things. I even have Mama Nusi. Okay, anyway, so the Divine Synthesis Pod. So here's what the Divine Synthesis Pod is basically. It's not a content. I was wrong. This is basically going to be an entire system-wide thing that will affect the entire game. So if you look at this here, for example, these are my leveled espers. These are my highest level esper, and you will notice that my 5th highest level esper is Longmian, who's at level 40. And so, if I slot any esper that I have into these slots, basically, and 3 for legendaries, 5 for epics and rares. If I slot any esper into these, they will automatically get to level 40, which is great because new players do not have the resources at the beginning of the game in order to level up multiple espers. But with this Divine Synthesis Pod, you don't have to anymore. You can just keep with your same set of espers, leveling those up. Especially now with the Sonic Rift, you can just level up those espers, and then the espers inside the Divine Synthesis Pod will be that level as well, which is insane. That's great. That's absolutely great. And as you can see, it doesn't work for the Ascensions, which is kind of unfortunate. Like, my Clara is level 40, but her Ascensions will not allow you to do that, which is unfortunate because you actually still have to level up the Esper. But for the sole purpose of letting you try out the Esper, especially for stuff like the story, early on in the story, or just if you need the right Espers and you don't necessarily need them ascended for like early on ritual miracles and stuff, this is great. This is absolutely great. And the espers that are in this Divine Synthesis pod are affected for every content in the game, even PvP. So the only thing is, yeah, you do not get to affect them with courses, expeditions, profiles, bounties. You can't ascend them. So there are limitations to this Divine Synthesis pod. But especially for me, in this PTR account, I'm gonna have a field day with this because it's gonna be really important to test out. And yeah, this is just really, really good. This is really, really good. Especially if you don't want to try out that Esper necessarily. Like if you need something for, oh gosh, even for something like Sentinel Hunt, where you need to build 15 Espers, well, now you have 13 Espers already built, technically. So this is just great. This is literally just great. This is awesome. And that is really, really good. The next thing I want to talk about is the relics. So let us look at some relics, right? Okay, so they have changed the relics. Now they look, each slot is no longer just a shape, but instead it is now an entire type of armor, basically. It's an entire type of weapon. So it's a blade, it's armor, it's goggles, it's a ring, it's headphones. Yeah, so this might be a bit more confusing. I'll just still probably call them slot 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A friend of mine actually had a gripe with this, which is that like, oh, there are boots, but like, you know, there are people like, for example, Feng Nusi. How the heck is Feng Nusi gonna wear boots? So, you know, that's something, I guess. But yeah, the relics are nice. The relics look better and you can upgrade them. I'll show you here. This is a kind of redundant thing, so there's a stop and then there's like an instant. So it'll automatically level to the instance that... So that's kind of weird that you have to still auto level it and then press another button to instantly go to it. I would prefer if they just instantly do it or have a toggle so that you can just instantly do it always. But it is what it is. That is still a really good update, and like they look sick. They look sick. I don't have like higher level updates. Like these are just level 15s. I don't have like level 60 relics just yet, but you know, they look awesome. They look nice. So that's really nice. And the next thing is the Ultimate Spire. So the Ultimate Spire is the leaderboard for Ritual Miracle and Desolate Lands. I don't have access to Desolate Lands at the moment, but we get to see it here. And the season will end in 18 days. So this is the previous season. This was the previous season, or is this the current season? I think this might be the current season that's happening right now. Yeah. Okay, so this doesn't really show us the world rewards, but in your group, which I don't know how they're going to classify your group, you will get relics, which these are nice. They're okay, I guess, you know. Yeah, I thought it was gonna be nicer because, you know, you're competing for the fastest speed or the fastest stuff with other people, but I mean, you know, 20 relics, that's pretty nice. They don't say that they're flawless though, so it is what it is. And the last thing that I want to talk about is this right here, the customizable option. So you can now easily go to whichever content that you want. You can even customize this for, let's say, let's remove the plaza and let's add in like records. Yeah. So now you can just easily, instead of like tapping here, which is weird, you can just go here and go to records. I mean, it's gonna be a nice thing that will allow us to go to stuff like, for example, I wonder if there's like a club thing. I mean, yeah, you can go directly to Cube. So there are a bunch of things that allow you to go directly into the content that you want instead of like having to go through the trials and then having to go to the adventure and then the cube. So that is nice. That is nice. It's just a quality of life change, which is nice. So I just want to remind everyone that, and there's even the Dream Revenge, so you can go to the event as well. So yeah, I just want to remind everyone that all of this is still not final. The actual patch will still release in like a week or two from now. So just look at this and take this with a grain of salt. If you guys want to see anything else, do let me know. But I went through the patch notes and I think that was pretty much it. So yeah, I am very, very excited. Oh yeah, look at these missions too. They show you now. Like, oh yeah, your next stuff is this. So yeah, that's really nice and really awesome. And okay, guys, again, I just really, really want to thank you. Thank you so much for all the support. Thank you so much for all the comments, for all the likes, for watching my videos. I really, really appreciate you all, and it's thanks to you guys that I get access to this, and I will do my best to make better content and showcase stuff so that this community grows. And I am just so thankful for you guys. I really, really appreciate you guys. Really appreciate you guys. Okay, that's it for me being a complete simp towards my viewers. I will end the video here. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Get out of here.